Being in nature is something which I think everyone could benefit from. There aren't any expectations when you're out in nature. You can just be you because nature's just nature. In my secondary school, I would sit next to a tree that was similar to this type of lime tree, and I would go there just to unwind and decompress from everything, just through teenagehood, which is, I guess, hard for everybody. This tree became a bit of a friend. It was a really reliable place for me to go, a place that I could trust.
And that's where my love of plants really first started.
I have been caught in the rain with no waterproofs and quite far away from my house, but look at this orchid. I'm studying plant science, which means that I've got to study plants for the last 3 years of my life, which was lovely.
Join me surveying the longest hedge in my entire life.
The problem with liking plants is when I go cycling, I often don't get very far. I like to make little social media clips just about what I find, really, often just looking in detail at a few little facts. You can tell that something's a bulbous buttercup because it has reflexed sepals. I'm really excited. I can't believe that I haven't come here before.
Lime trees have beautiful heart-shaped leaves. But look a little closer and you'll find there's a whole lot more going on here.
You might see these here. You usually don't see red things on trees, but these are caused by the nail gall mite. These overwinter in the buds and feed on the sap of the leaves.
And that's not the only botanical marvel at play here.
In early spring, the shoots of the lime tree are quite red in colour. You can see some of that in this bud here. These are caused by anthocyanins, which is a type of flavonoid. This provides a protective layer from the sun, a bit like a sun cream, especially for those early shoots, to give the shoots the best chance at life that they can.
And even some of our most common species have incredible adaptations.
Ivy is so overlooked. This is such a familiar shape. These two lobes of the ivy. Now, all of these leaves here, they are creeping along the ground and a bit more shade-loving, hence the slightly darker green colour. They'll then find a host and climb up this host on the shadier side until they find the light. And at the point that they find the light, that's when their leaf shape begins to change. This is called heteroblasty. And so these leaves have lost their lobes. They're more of an oval shape and a lot lighter in colour.
Because they're out in the bright sunshine, they need less green chloroplasts for photosynthesis, which are what makes the young leaves so dark. They also maximise the amount of light they can get by having a broader shape.
These then are getting enough energy to create flowers and fruits. The great thing about cities is there are so many things to find. There will always be a plant somewhere that you might not have really seen yet. Ah, look what we found here. An absolute great plant, which always gets walked over. This is a hand lens, every plant lover's best friend.
It's pearlwort.
And yeah, I can see all of it.
4 green sepals enclose 4 white closed petals, but hidden deep inside them are these dark, mature seeds that will find their way onto the bottom of someone's shoe and eventually be spread somewhere else.
It's amusing to think how many people walk across them without even realising.
It's only when you stop and look closely that you can really appreciate all the botanical wonders at work. even in our most unassuming plants. But the more I study them, the more I realise there is so much still to learn. And that makes me love them even more.